What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. Now look, the last episode was cool. It was cool. We got into the whole thing that Amy's trying to do for her birthday, trying to have the murder mystery kind of party, that people do, stuff like that. But Sonic was the one who was murdered, obviously, and something seemed kind of off about it. Like, we don't know if he's really just into character or if something's actually wrong with him. So we're gonna jump back in it today and see who killed Sonic. Whoa, look at this place. Amy, are you here? Hey, Tails, where are you? Low-key, I wanna kind of stick with Tails. Sundance, I'm over here. I think Amy's already gone on ahead. It seems she's really excited. Did you need something from me? Yeah, just a question really. How do I put this? What if Sonic is actually hurt? He's laughing? Sonic doesn't go down so easily. He's on a train full of his friends. Nothing would actually happen to him. We're just all really committed to the mystery for Amy. You have nothing to worry about, I promise. Plus, Sonic likes to nap in a lot of strange spots. He's fine. He's making a lot of sense, but I can't shake what Sonic said to me. Is this really part of the murder mystery game? Or is there something deeper happening? I need more evidence to figure out what's going on. If you don't mind, is it cool if I tag along with you? Oh, of course, sure. Now if I ever need a snack, you've got me. Alright, bro. Fair. As I said, the best detectives have sidekicks, so I'm happy to have you. If you ever catch me looking glum though, just know it's because, where's my lore card? The last guy to work a case with me ditched our practice to join the evil Dr. Eggman. Not a proper detective without baggage. It's facts though, I feel like every detective everywhere has some baggage. This is true. You varmints. What are you doing in my saloon? He's trying so hard to stay in character. Knuckles, we're trying to figure out who murdered Sonic. I can see that. Amy moseyed through here and told me all about it. Enough of that. I wonder how long you kept that voice up for Amy. We were wondering if you could tell us what you were doing what you were up to before the murder. Anything to help us establish your alibi and... Nope, I have nothing to tell either of you. Leave me alone. He's obviously agitated about something. But why take it out on us? I know better than to argue with Knuckles, so it seems we're on our own. Sundance, we need to figure out what Knuckles was up to while we were all apart. Let's investigate for clues, then interrogate. Right, let's do it. Alright, let's see. Let's talk to Han. The robotic arms here are really helpful. Or arm, whatever his name is. What's the arm doing to my hair? He fixed it up a bit. That's incredible. What interesting tech. Uh-oh. Should I fear for my job a little bit? How well can it microwave? This dude in his microwave position, bro. He takes that seriously. Alright, it's a bowl of cereal. Or nuts. Ah, the bowl of assorted nuts. The classic saloon snack. Kinda bland. Huh? Seems like someone licked all the... Ugh. What? Blech. Tooey. Or maybe they're just unsalted. Why would that be your first thought? Never mind, let me stop. Breathtaking views. This train passes by some incredible sights. I'm just happy to be traveling at a normal speed. I get nauseous pretty easily. I have to avoid things like roller coasters. I don't mind roller coasters, though if I find myself running on the tracks more than I do... Though I find myself running on the tracks more than I do riding the carts. I'll never understand this friend group. Something's always hidden in the trash. Let's check there. Sadly, this one's empty as well. I feel like every trash can we check is going to end up being empty. I'm starting to think your theory on something always being hidden in the trash is flawed. It's only a matter of time, Tails. Have faith. It's as they say, one man's trash is another man's treasure. I think Tails is ignoring me. Okay. Ooh, there's like some blood right there. Let's check that. Let's check that last. I was gonna save Knuckles for last, but we're gonna look at that last. Clearly, we won't be able to give the same Super Monkey Ball a try, or excuse me, the game Super Monkey Ball a try. Do we think it broke when the train sped up? The damages look more than could be caused. More to be caused from. Knuckles got mad. Who could have done that? What are you two looking at me for? Smash Arcade is added to your inventory. Okay. Decent cash reward for finding this robot. Maybe I'll keep an eye out. Poor a Mochow? Hate to see them like this. What'd they do? Medical malpractice. Interesting. Alright, let's do this. Sundance, this is interesting. What is? It's just a few used cups. Sure, but why are there 3? Knuckles was really thirsty? Sundance, this one has lipstick on the rim. Okay, lipstick. That's not Knuckles' color at all. Someone else must have been here. We should log this. Okay, red lipstick. Used cups are added to your inventory. I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Knuckles and find out what really happened. Okay, so it's probably best that we saved him for last. It's over here. Spittoon free establishment. Okay, that's cool. Alright. I thought I told you to leave me alone. Knuckles, are you blushing? I said leave me alone. It doesn't look like he's used to being complimented. Did you just adjust your hat a bit so we could see it better? I said leave! Alright, let's interrogate him. Knuckles, Sundance and I need to determine what you were doing the hour the murder took place. I already told you, buzz off. You're not getting anything out of me. Thankfully, we don't need you to say much. What happened here is pretty obvious. It is? We have evidence too. We do? Sundance, just take a good look at our inventory. What was distracting Knuckles during the time Sonic was murdered? The game. The arcade machine. What makes you think I touched it? Alright, here we go. Oh. Bro. Well, you see, you have no argument here. You are weak. Ouch. Sundance, let's follow that train of thought again, shall we? Oh yeah, okay. So now I know there's extra stuff. Extra obstacles to look out for. Like a zoom button, a speed up button. This isn't a tough one, Knuckles. Knuckles, you clearly touched the arcade machine because... the arcade cabinet's covered in punches. What evidence do you have that the damages are punches? Bruh. What are y'all staring at my hands for? Knuckles, you clearly destroyed the arcade machine, but why? I needed a punching bag, and none were available to me. Just a sudden urge to punch, huh? I believe repairing the arcade machine will give us our answer. Look at his face. I might use that. How will you... I'm on it. Sundance, distract Knuckles while I fix Super Monkey Ball. Bring it on. Am I about to fight him? What is this? Oh, okay. Oh, they're about to have me fight this man. I have no chance against him. I did not even see that. Bro. Okay. Now, Tails, get away from that arcade cabinet. Sundance, try again. Okay, alright. I got it this time. Alright. Okay, I don't have it this time. Oh my, that was the run. Oh my god. Yep. Oof, I don't know why that was so hard. Alright. The arcade machine is fixed. No! Don't look at the scores! Quick, look at the scores! I'm pulling it up now. Oh, so he's mad at Vector beat his score. Okay. Okay, what does this tell us? Nothing, obviously. It tells us something massive. Look at the name on the top of the list. It's Vector. He's supposed to be in the library car. The picture is beginning to be painted here. You competed with Vector to see who could get the highest score. And Vector beat you. And in frustration, you destroyed the arcade cabinet. He's punching the... I can just picture him punching. Just... Alright. Just punching the air, but that's hilarious. You're guessing. Where's your proof? Where's your evidence? Vector's a common name. Prove to me he was here, now. Bro, again, we just did one. Now, Sundance, what proves Vector was here with Knuckles? What is this? Train map? The glass? But he doesn't wear lipstick. Yeah, I'm about to say what? Huh, okay. I thought it was strange there was more than one cup sitting. Okay. While you were supposed to be participating in the murder mystery game for Amy's birthday, you and Vector enjoy some drinks playing arcade. I wasn't. Don't tell Amy. I think we're on the right track here. It's as you say. Vector popped in at the top of the hour wanting to play the arcade machine with me. We went back and forth trying to figure out the game, but when we did, we competed for the highest score. When he bested me, I destroyed the machine. No proof of his win. I was trying to fix the arcade cabinet before you two came in, honest. I didn't want to be caught. And that's my story and alibi. I've already told an abridged version of this to Amy. Boy, this friend group has a lot of pride issues. Well, that explains one of the used cups. But what of the cup with the lipstick mark? Rogue was here too. I keep saying Rogue. There we go. I know last episode y'all kept saying Rogue. Rouge. I ain't gonna act the same way I did last episode too. I'm gonna keep it calm. Rouge was here too. Let me stop. It's inconsequential. Not worth mentioning. She searched around for something but failed. Made fun of our game and left. Obnoxious, that one. But you offered her a drink, apparently. Listen, I don't know why she showed up, and I've told you everything that happened before the train sped up. Are you not satisfied? Will you two relent? I'm understanding the scenario. Vector visited to play games, Rogue couldn't find something and left. Then Knuckles destroyed the machine. That all makes sense to me. Thank you for answering so many questions. Actually, that's not everything, is it, Knuckles? I might need that. I want to step back to something I noticed. One more name on that high score list doesn't make sense. Sundance, can you take a look at one more time? An odd name on the high score list. What is Tails talking about? Who is he talking about? This one? That's the weirdest one there. Everything else is food. All the other names have a food theme, but this one, yeah, okay. Who here goes by Ultimate? You may not know Sundance, but there is someone here that goes by the title, the ultimate life form. Shadow, okay. There's really someone here that goes by that? Nothing sneaks by you, does it, bud? Vector and I were struggling so much with the game, but then Shadow dropped by. So Shadow was here too. He taught us the game and was the first to get his name on the scoreboard. Vector and I then fought and beat Shadow's score. They're both very annoying. You all immediately had to compete, huh? He gave me this before he left. Oh, a key, okay. Shadow told me to lock the door and not to open it for anyone. Then he left. Huh. When Vector was leaving, I locked the door behind him. Saw no one else Saw no one else after locking the door. That's the honest truth. So when Amy came through here not too long ago, did you open the door for her? No, I think she has some sort of key too. Oh, that's right, the conductor, yeah. That's right, the conductor gave her that special birthday key. Well, I have a lot of questions. What happened in the library to cause Vector to come here? Why is Shadow locking doors, and what was Rogue searching for? I don't know, they didn't tell me. Even though I asked with that cowboy accent. You're gonna have to find them and ask them yourselves. More information than I expected to get here, but it seems we can move on, okay. As of right now, I believe your story, Knuckles. We'll only know for sure when we confirm things with Vector. Fair enough, the library is in the next car. I'll lock the door for you, okay. Give whoever KO'd Sonic an earful for me, Detective Tails and Butler. Butler. I liked it better when he wasn't talking to us. Will do, Sheriff. Come on, Sundance, let's head to the library. On it. Alright. This is way more exciting than microwaving chili dogs. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Thought about getting a chili dog earlier, but I was like, nah. I kinda regret that now. Sundance! Coming! Alright, where to now? Ready to mosey down to the next car? You got it, partner. Onwards. Alright, so we're going to the library, right? The library car. All this stuff's getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need. Okay. Everyone's favorite journalist reporter, Amy Rose, is hot on the scoop. I'm heading out. You've been fabulously helpful. Already? Before you go, SBO and I wanted to give you your presents. My presents? You're both too sweet, thank you. Vector, it seems we have more guests. Amy, there you are. Do I want Amy to join us, y'all? It's kind of cool, just me and Tails, you know. Oh, the detective pair needs help from. See what I mean? See what I mean? All right. The detective pair needs some help from the birthday girl. She knows everyone's allowed to be sassy on their birthday. This tip is just too juicy to ignore. I'll see you all around. Don't worry, Sonic. I'll be the one to avenge you, and quick. But how are you gonna leave? The door to the next car is locked. Oh, you doubt the birthday girl? Oh, yeah, I forgot she's got that key. The birthday girl has a master key. Right. The birthday girl gets the birthday key. Of course, it's a birthday privilege. I'll solve the case before anyone else. Bye. Amy may be hasty, but she's thorough. Now, what are you two doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I say. I'm the detective, so I can't be the murderer. And yeah. Things aren't going great. Not sure if you've forgotten, but there was a murder. Also don't know what a lot of these guys sound like, so I'm just kind of trying to make up some voices as we go. Well, I mean, besides that. Besides murder? My social skills are non-existent. I'm Vector, the butcher. I'm licensed to handle raw meat. And I'm Espio, the poet. Poetry. A resonant message from poet to reader, meant to challenge our delicate perspectives with the most rhythmic prose. Can I hear some? Sure. Teardrops in the spring. Can you hear me sing? La 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 la. D D D D D. Alright. Trash. Weak bars. Was that it? I have more if you like. Cherry blossoms in the spring. I'm, satisfied for now, thanks. At least he's rhyming, I suppose. Sundance and I are here to establish both of your alibis. Can you walk us through what happened after Amy had everyone leave the dining car? Oh, sure, it's simple. We just explained this to Amy, actually. When we were all sent off, Rogue, Blaze, Shadow, and Sonic all passed through this library car, where Amy told me and Espio to stay. I promptly kicked a book off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Vector got bored, so he left to see what Knuckles was up to in the saloon car. Yep. Where was Rouge? We happened to see her lipstick stain on a cup in the saloon car. Rouge came over to the library car, seemingly looking for something. Then she went to search the saloon car. She came back shortly after. We heard her shout, "No way!" at the brochure stand over there. Okay. But she left back to the casino car before Shadow came through and locked the door. I wonder what she found. She's obviously been on the hunt for something. After Rouge left, Shadow walked through the casino car, then entered the library car and locked the door behind him. Okay. More importantly, why has Shadow been locking doors? Yeah, I was worried about that. I was wondering about that. He's just been kind of, I don't know. Shadow walked through the library car to the saloon car, where Knuckles and I were playing games. He insisted on showing us up at Super Monkey Ball. I got so engrossed by the rolling monkey action, I hardly noticed when Shadow left the saloon car. It kind of seems like he's kind of seems like he's trying to keep people occupied too. I guess he walked through the library car to the casino car, again locking doors behind him, okay. Then returned to the lounge car where he was meant to be stationed. When Vector came back, we realized Knuckles locked the door to the saloon car. We were stuck in the library car. That's when the train sped up. See, and that's... Okay, we'll come back to that. That's when the train sped up. We were worried about the bookshelves falling on us, but we got through it alright. We sat trapped here until Amy arrived asking questions. She's the one that told us someone murdered Sonic. And yeah, that's all that happened. With all these locked doors, it seems Vector and Espio couldn't have left the library car or the saloon car. Thank you both for your cooperation. We're just gonna peek around, and we'll return with any questions. If you return with any meat, I'll chop it up for you. Still trying to figure out whether there's a butcher here. Alright. And if you like to be serenaded with a poem, I got you covered too. I'm cool, bro. Thanks, guys. Their alibi seems solid enough, but we should still search for clues. What we're looking for is any evidence that proves that what they were saying is true. We need to confirm Vector's reason for leaving his post and determine if Espio was actually in the library car reading. A tall task, but we can do it. Let's get to the bottom of this, Tails. Absolutely. Alright. A chow hangs precariously from a tree branch. The large text below reads, "Hang in there." Wow, I really needed to see this. You going through it, bro? This little child's hanging there, refusing to use his wings to fly to safety, because choosing the hard way is often the most... Ooh, okay. That's okay. It's kind of a bar right there. That's beautiful. If this child can stick to his principles and find strength, then I can too. There's no way there was that much thought put into this poster. Right? It makes sense though. Oh, poor thing. That arm is really struggling to clean up this car. To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up all this mess either. Let's just leave it alone to do its thing. Yeah, probably for the best. Okay. Anything back here? No. It's a table. Let's just take a pause and sit for a second. These chairs are very comfy, so plush. Puts me right in the mood to read. Makes me want to take a nap personally. In fact, maybe I'll just rest my eyes a bit. Sundance, no! Don't fall asleep! There's been a murder, remember? If I had a ring for every time a murder ruined my nap time. What? It's gonna be empty. Something's always hidden in the trash. Let's check there. I hate to say it, but there's nothing here. I really thought there'd be something. Something there. Sundance, are you sad there was nothing in the trash bin? No, I'm alright. I'm sure there'll be something hidden in the next trash bin we find. You really think so? Yeah, we just gotta stay optimistic. Yeah, okay. These trash pans hide a secret, I'm sure of it. Sundance, you're pretty unconventional, but I like that. Was that supposed to be a compliment? Okay. A globe of our marvelous planet. I haven't traveled around much. The islands are fun and all, but I'd love to visit some of the countries. They're a lot of fun, honestly. Plenty of wonderful people and shops. The food can't be beat either. Ah, sounds perfect for a vacation. The conductor was talking about Spagonia, if you've ever been there. I have actually. If you're ever visiting, be sure to stop by the university and say hi to Professor Pickle. He'll tell you everything about that area. It makes one scrumptious sandwich. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks. Okay, we just chat right now. This guy knows everyone and has been everywhere, haven't they? Excuse me. This group knows everyone and has been everywhere, haven't they? All right, where the clues at? Come on. I ain't trying to talk about every little thing in here. So many books on the ground. I wish we had time to pick them all up. I sadly have no interest in picking up these books. A lot of these were knocked out by the train speeding up. But Rouge pulled a lot of these out too, searching for something. What reckless behavior. I feel sorry for the poor books. The spines are creasing. They're opening too far. This kid feels empathy for everything. Alright, did we look at this already? Ooh, brochures. There are travel destination ideas here, like amusement parks, caverns, hotels, restaurants. Oh! Sundance, look at this. There's a couple maps here. This seems to be a map of the library car. Books are categorized by genre, which are listed here. I love a good overhead map. Let's take it. Alright, library map added to inventory. Should we take this brochure out? Should we take this brochure about a cave too? Look, there's stalactites. Nah, leave it. Oh, yeah, that's fair. Nobody shares my fondness for caves. Alright. What's this bright red book? Oh, yuck. This reeks of the evil scientist, Dr. Eggman. Yep, this is Dr. Eggman's autobiography and recipe book. What kind of recipes? Who cares? I wouldn't trust any book he's written. It's weird this is even here. Maybe people... Ooh. Hold on. I'm kind of looking at the conductor right now. What if it's Eggman in disguise? Oh, okay. Because I feel like there's like a lot of talk about Eggman and like just like his book being here and yeah. Maybe people just appreciate an omelet. You may not be wrong. Wow, I wish I could stop and look at all these books. But Sonic needs me, no time to rest. Alright, let's move on then. Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt. He's scavenging through all the book titles excitedly. He's like a kid in a candy shop, or in this case, a genius in a train library. That's odd. I know some books have fallen out on the floor and everything, but every book on these shelves is in alphabetical order but this one. The Mirage Express Manual. It's the user guide to the Mirage Express, the train we're currently on. Do you think someone found it on the ground and put it back? Maybe, but it's interesting. Let's make a note of this. Okay, so somebody was looking at how to control the train. Okay. Is there anything else in here? Did you bring me any meat to chop? I may be a butcher, but they confiscated my meat cleaver before getting on the train. You actually tried to bring a knife on the train? I'm a man of authenticity, Tails. Without a knife, I'm just a chef in a in a ketchup-stained apron, not a butcher. Why you got ketchup on your apron, bro? Interesting. I think if you had a knife on you, we'd definitely think you were the murderer. But what if I hid the knife? You know, I'm not the biggest fan of this line of thought. Really trying to take anybody's order, bro. Nothing like cold cuts for a cold case. Let me know if you need any good butchering. I feel like I'm missing something. Fancy a poem. Get a poem about space. I've made it up to space with my beloved antique vase. But a mistake in my haste dropped the vase from my embrace, so my antique I must now replace. Okay. That wasn't too bad. What caused you to drop the vase? Don't read too deeply, it's just a poem. He hasn't thought it through, has he? Okay. Yeah, we still like one more thing around here somewhere. Huh. Okay. Well, there we go. I think we found enough clues. Let's interrogate Vector and Espio to find out what really happened. No, we didn't bring any meat to chop, bro. So, the two of you don't believe us, eh? It's not that I don't trust either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Sundance and I are here to confirm two things. Why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and if Espio really was reading in the library car. Vector, we'll start with you. Why did you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? We're prepared to present evidence if you need. Oh, that's easy. I got bored. What? I wasn't entertaining him enough, it seems. Vector enjoys being social. Plus, we were instructed to mingle. I remember the arcade machine in the saloon car, so I figured I'd go check it out. This seems to line up with the information we gathered with Knuckles. Then that brings our attention to you, Espio. Rouge entered the library car, found something, then left. You said you immediately started reading, but were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library car? Of course he was. Once Espio starts reading, he doesn't stop till it's done. I've seen it happen. It must have been a good read. What was the book? Espio doesn't owe you that, detective. Let the man live. What if it was embarrassing? What kind of things do you think I read? If you won't talk, I have a hunch on what that book might be. Sundance, could you help me out? Alright. Garage Express manual. A manual? You think Espio was reading the instructions? What argument could you possibly have to support this? Here we go. I ain't gonna lie, I thought this was cool at first, but it's been kind of frustrating. I got this. Let me stop that. Hold on. What is that? What? Oh, okay, I got it. What? They tried it. Nice. There are books scattered around the floor for sure, but the remaining books on the shelves are all in alphabetical order. All except this manual, meaning someone, at the very least, picked this manual up and put it back in the incorrect place. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, Espio. Hey now, I won't have you insulting my pal like this. Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself. Apologies, Espio. A butcher and a poet. Friendship can form anywhere. That is indeed the book I was reading, the Mirage Express Manual. Trains are cool. In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual. Sundance, if you don't mind. Could you ask Espio some questions about the manual? Just flip it the page and ask away. Oh, I see. Quiz Espio about the manual to prove you read it. Which page should I quiz him on? Okay. Do 97. Okay, what efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless? Robotic arms. During events, they can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up trash and messes afterwards. I remember the conductor saying the train can clean itself, though I have a feeling the train company just didn't want to hire any janitors. The robotic arms can also detect weapons and explosives being brought into the train. Oh, that's kind of cool. Ensuring passenger safety. Seems like Espio aced that question. Sundance, hit him with another one. Ah, okay. Which page do I choose? What is the Mirage Express's cancellation policy? No refunds, and you will be charged a no-show fee. This does not apply if you're over the age of 65. Gee, the person who made this rule must have been over 65. Last one, Sundance. Let's see if SPO can go 3 for 3. Gotcha. Which page should I be on? 216. What was implemented to support the conductor duties and ease general train obligations? An intelligent data processing system. It works in tandem with the conductor to assure smooth travel for guests. I remember this. The train has an autopilot, but it can access its full suite of capabilities without the conductor present. Or can't access it. Now, did I pass your little test? Sure. Totally. It's wild you were able to retain all this information so quickly. The poet's brain is often surprising. I don't know if I'd be bragging about that. You've clearly read the manual. These answers feel far too specific to be guesses. And you both had the nerve to question my buddy like that. Don't we want to be supporting folks who read? You have to admit though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious, even if true. But he answered all my questions so calmly. It's very impressive. No, I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. Vector was the only one to see me reading after all. My alibi is hard to substantiate despite being the truth. Well, you definitely read through the manual, so I suppose we can... SBO, is that true? Vector was the only one to see you reading? Yes, that's correct. Problem? Frankly, I don't believe that can be true. And we have evidence to back it up. Sundance? You always puts me on the spot. Okay, Sundance. I'm guessing the lock? Shadow's lock? Please, pray tell, what this has to do with anything? We're up, Sundance. Let's get our argument together. Alright. Shadow walked through the library car to get to the saloon car, where he set the original high score on the arcade machine. Yeah, but I ended up beating it. It wasn't the high score long. Rocks are natural gamers. SPO said he saw Shadow enter the library car, but he's mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentions that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, SPO was fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point. We know Shadow had to walk back through the library car when he left the saloon car. So there's absolutely no way Shadow and SPO didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip. I mean, it was a simple slip-up. I was just fully immersed in my book that I didn't notice Shadow. You're telling me the sound of doors opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up? Well, you see, I can sense SPO's desperation here. Defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy. So, if you didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock all doors, then at that moment, were you really in the library car at all? But how would SPO leave? Shadow locked all the doors, and no one saw SPO in the saloon car. It's a mystery, my dear Sundance, one that I would love for SPO to solve. You gotta believe me. That cool demeanor is vanishing. I was so involved with my book, I didn't notice Shadow pass back to the library car, honest. When Vector returned, he even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention. Yeah, I think I remember doing that. I must avenge my friend's death. So I ask you again, SPO. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car? I didn't... Why doesn't this seem right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's onto something. But I don't see it. Was SPO simply sitting reading? Or did he somehow vanish to not notice Shadow's return in the library car? What should I do? Interesting. I think I'm gonna go with Tails because he had to have seen Shadow. No, I can't interrupt Tails while he's onto something. I'll let him continue this line of questioning and... Sunday, that's my favorite and beloved employee. Please protect the passengers aboard this train. They must be taken care of. Okay. If you fail, the lawsuits will be torturous. Don't allow such an old, feeble soul to get sued. Bro. I have to make sure our guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails. We have a piece of evidence that can answer all of our problems. Alright, my fellow associate, lay it on me. What piece of evidence shows Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another? The library map? We'll go with this. Alright, now let's get my thoughts in order. The library map. Oh, I see. See the exits? They're right across from one another, a straight path. If Shadow walked down this straight path, there's a way Espio and Shadow couldn't have seen one another. Looks like you have to point out to where exactly on the map you mean. Where could Espio have been for Shadow to not see him? Took a straight path. Right here? Interesting. That's where I was sitting, reading my book. I can second this. When I returned from the saloon car, Espio was in the same spot. That confirms it then. You see, Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another from this spot, because a bookcase is in the way. There's no way Shadow could have seen Espio or vice versa. It makes a lot of sense why you never mentioned Shadow's return, Espio. There's just no way you could have seen him. I apologize for losing my cool back there. I felt like I was grasping despite telling the truth. But I'm glad you all believe me now. Your alibi isn't the most airtight, but I have no further points. Thank you both for answering all our questions. We did it. Another pair of alibis validated. Too many locked doors to worry about, but I'm glad everything straightened itself out in the end. Well, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna crash here for a bit. These chairs are so comfy. Likewise, I could use a breather. Sadly, our work isn't done. I have plenty of questions for Rouge and especially Shadow. Oh, it seems the door to the next car is open. Amy must have kept it open when she passed through earlier. Then that's our cue to leave. See you later, Vector and Espio. Give 'em heck, and if you need any meat chopped up, say the word. I'll keep my poetry sharp for you both. A murderer is on the loose. While doors keep getting clocked, tick-tock goes the clock, while our heroes are on the caboose. Okay. At this point, I'm feeling pretty confident in our detective abilities. We're really doing this. Come on, Sundance, let's see what's next. Coming. Alright. Let's save that. And on that note, we're going to end that there. I feel like we're obviously getting closer to figuring out who has murdered Sonic. Right now, I'm looking at Rouge. You know, bad as she may be, she's looking kind of suspicious. Obviously, Shadow. I don't know why he's going around locking doors. He's clearly got some kind of motive that he's trying to do. I don't know what he's got going on. Also, the conductor. The conductor's looking kind of shady too. Like, I feel like it could be somebody in disguise. Or maybe it's just a conductor. I don't know. But we will find out more on the next episode. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will catch y'all on the next one. I'll talk to you later. Bye.